Ohio State, number 1 in the nation, 11-0, 8-0 in the Big Ten. Michigan, number 15, 9-2 and 7-1. Ball in the air on the kickoff. Marsh is backing into the end zone, fields at a yard deep, and he will down it for the touchback. Michigan's offense led by freshman quarterback Bryce Underwood from Detroit, completing 67% of his passes, 2,166 yards. 1st and 10 Michigan, working for their own 25. Marsh now moving in motion. Give to Marshall, the tailback, going left side to the 30. He's loose to the 40, running to the 50-yard line, down the left sideline, and finally safety Jalen McClain knocks him out of bounds just inside the Ohio State 40. But Jordan Marshall of Michigan tears off a big run on first down.
Yeah, they ran towards the left side of their offensive line, towards Kenyatta Jackson. We got bottled up inside. He was able to break it up the sideline for a big gain.
Tarr set, snaps it to Hollenbeck, and the kick for Zavada for a 45-yard field goal is in the air toward the uprights, and he knocks it through to give Michigan a 3-0 lead over Ohio State, 12:37 to play here in the first quarter in Ann Arbor, and Michigan takes the opening kickoff, drives downfield and scores. Ohio State will have it at their own 25. Julian Sayin, redshirt freshman quarterback from Carlsbad, California, number 1 in the nation in completion percentage at 79.4. Quarterback rating, number 1 also, 185.38. And 6 games where he's passed for over 300 yards, playing in this rivalry game for the first time ever. Jackson to the backfield next to quarterback Julian Sayin, who's going to throw himself, looks and sends that up the left side. Intercepted! Jair Hill picks it off, and he brings it down the right sideline. Finally, he's tackled at the Ohio State 25 as Jair Hill jumped in front of Jeremiah Smith and gets his second career interception, and Michigan has the football in Ohio State territory.
Now the Buckeyes come out passing on the first 2 plays. They took a shot on the opening play to Carnell Tate, incomplete, and then they go back to Jeremiah Smith along the Michigan sideline, and they come up to the interception. We haven't called too many of those by Julian Sayin this year.
5.
Just his 5th interception of his freshman year.
So the defense put in a spot now, trailing 3-0, and Michigan will have the ball at the Ohio State 38-yard line. Underwood under his center, Greg Crippen. Kendrick Bell moving in motion, and the give will go to Jordan Marshall going left side. He's got room, gets to the Ohio State 20, breaks tackles to the 15, and he is finally taken down by safety Jalen McClain at the Ohio State 10. Jordan Marshall he's got Michigan 1st and goal.
He had 2 plays on the ground. Again, was enough to pick up that first down. Jordan Marshall running through Buckeye tacklers to pick up that first down. Now they got to really hunker down here, backed up at the 11-yard line.
Yes, they spotted at the 11, so it is a 1st and 10 for Michigan. And Hudson Hollenbeck, the punter, will put it down to the 15-yard line. So a 25-yard field goal try. Snap, spot, kick by Zavada is up, and he knocks that one through the uprights to give Michigan a 6-0 lead over Ohio State. They take advantage of the turnover, and we've got some nastiness going on out on the field. 3rd and 2, Ohio State at their own 33-yard line. Carson Hinsman snaps to Sayin, fakes the handoff, rolls to throw, dumps it on the right side where it is caught by Kazmarek. He has dropped at his own 37-yard line as Michigan gets the stop made by Zeke Berry, defensive back, but it is a first down pickup for the Buckeyes presented by Kroger.
Yeah, they had all the action going to the left, had counter action going to the left, and then Julian Sayin rolls back to his right, hits his tight end. Will Kazmarek picks up his 8th reception of the season.
Claire will now motion and set up as a fullback in an offset eye. Sayin in between them, gets the snap. Sayin back at his own 30, looking to throw. Short toss comes to Bo Jackson, left side, races to his own 40, to the 50. Bo Jackson to the Michigan 40, and that's where he is driven out of bounds, coming down the left sideline. Michigan gets that play made by Jair Hill, defensive back, but a first down on a pass to Bo Jackson.
Got a great block on the edge here by number 1, Brandon Ennis.
Carnell Tate the widest to the right, offset eye. And Julian Sayin in the middle of them gets the snap, hands to Bo Jackson, running right side behind blockers. He's slowed at the Michigan 41, gets all the way to the Michigan 30, loose to the Michigan 20, goes Bo Jackson to the 10, and he is knocked out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. He is driven out of bounds as Michigan's Jair Hill, defensive back, made that play, but that run by Bo Jackson gets Ohio State into the Giant Eagle red zone.
3 straight plays there, first downs for Ohio State. Bo Jackson kind of stuttered. Cut it back inside and then turned it up to the outside, found some running room, got it all the way down to the 3-yard line.
Cleveland, Villa Angela, St. Joseph is where that freshman running back came from. Now Roberts motioning to the left. Handoff will go to Donaldson coming left side. Knocked down at the 5-yard line as Michigan was able to get that play blown up. Defensive back blew that play up.
Yeah, Mason Curtis kind of shot the gap there, number 25. Blew up. Luke Montgomery didn't have a chance to get out wide.
Julian Sayin way out to the right of the formation.
The play was over. Unsportsmanlike conduct. Defense, number 1. Half the distance to the goal. Automatic first down.
So Jayshawn
That's
Barham.
number one's first on sports.
Jayshawn Barham, the linebacker, is guilty of that. 4th and goal inside the Michigan 1. Sand barks out the call. Gets the snap, fakes the handoff, rolls to his right, looks to throw, fires in the middle of the field. It is caught by Thurman, but a penalty flag is dropped as the play was developing.
Is there movement?
Start offense, number 85, 5-yard penalty, 4th down.
Well, that might change the plan for Ohio State.
Yep.
And Jaden Fielding will try a 24-yard field goal. Perlman in position as the lines are set. Snaps to McGuire, who puts it down. Fielding with a kick toward the uprights, and Fielding knocks that one through the goalpost to put Ohio State on the board. They trail Michigan 6-3 with 4:33 to play here in the first quarter. Cusdahl remains at tailback behind his quarterback Bryce Underwood in a pistol formation. Hoffman tight end moving in motion. Snap to Underwood, fakes a handoff, looks to throw, steps into the pocket, now takes off running. Caden Curry, defensive lineman, drops him at the 29, but there's a penalty flag drop behind the play where Jalen Hoffman, the tight end, was jockeying with somebody.
Caleb Downs, he might get a holding call. Yep.
Offense, number 42, 10-yard penalty from the previous spot, 2nd down.
Smith wide left, Donaldson to the backfield. To the left of quarterback Julian Sayin. 3rd and 7, Ohio State from their own 40. Sayin looking to go on top. Fires it up the right side where it is caught by Carnell Tate, and he's surrounded by Michigan defenders. He's going to be put down right around the Ohio State 48, right around the first down mark. It will depend on the spot.
They moved him.
Sayin straight behind center in the shotgun. Gets the snap. He looks, flips a pass up the right side, caught by Carnell Tate at the Michigan 40, and that's where he will be taken down at the Michigan 40-yard line by defensive back Zeke Berry. It's a first down pickup on the pass to Tate, presented by Kroger.
Fresh set of downs. Ohio State knew exactly when they wanted to dial up there. Brian Hartline got that play in a hurry to Julian Sayin. They went out and executed there on that 3rd and 5.
Nice to see Carnell Tate back after missing the last 3 games. C.J. Donaldson is in at tailback. 4th and 5, Ohio State at Michigan's 35. Julian Sayin gets the snap, back to throw. Sayin looks, Sayin fires down the right sideline for Jeremiah Smith. He's got it inside the 10 and into the end zone for a touchdown. Jeremiah Smith, 35 yards from Julian Sayin down the right side of the field. Welcome back, Jeremiah Smith. 9-6 Ohio State.
That time Ohio State had 3 receivers to the left, 4 receivers.
Rolling on the field is a touchdown. Timeout for a defensive player's helmet off.
Oh, they want to talk a lot today,
don't they?
Is
that it?
Yeah, but anyway.
4 receivers to the left. Bennett Christian motioned back to the right. Jeremiah Smith was one-on-one on the outside. Good pass protection there by the offensive line. Gave Julian Sayin plenty of opportunity to toss it up to number 4. Number 4, 26th touchdown of his career.
And the 11th this season, the 28th on the year. Underwood under center. Underwood hands Cusdahl going to the right side. Cusdahl is loose to the 50. Down the right side he goes, where finally Jalen McClain, Ohio State safety, will throw him out of rounds around the Buckeye 37-yard line. Cusdahl tears off a nice run to get Michigan into Ohio State territory.
Yeah, and Michigan has 100 yards already rushing against his defense. That's something we talked about. You got to stop the run. Get him in the 3rd and long. Put it in Bryce Underwood's hands.
Tight end Marshall flipping from right to left for Michigan. Gripping the center of the ball. Snaps it to Underwood, the quarterback. Hands it off, and running is Cusdahl wide to the right. He's in trouble, and linebacker Arvell Reese is going to dump him at the Ohio State 30 for a loss on the play.
Tackle for loss of -6 yards on that play. Excellent job there by Kenyatta Jackson Jr. And also Arvell Reese coming out there to secure the edge. No place for the back to go.
On 3rd down, Michigan to the Ohio State 30. Underwood is going to pull the trigger. Looks with a defender coming at him. He throws the ball where it is caught by Cusdahl, and he is dumped at the 31-yard line. Ohio State had Arvell Reese, junior linebacker from Cleveland Glenville, right there to breastbone Bryson Cusdahl and put him on the ground to bring up 4th down.
Yeah, they'll get him right back to that line of scrimmage, which is going to be around the 30, 31-yard line. That's where they'll attempt this field goal.
So Dominic Zavada to try a 49-yard field goal. Ball's put down. Zavada with a kick with the right foot. That one in the air, headed to the uprights, and Zavada knocks it through. A 49-yard field goal. So the score changes. It is 10-9 Ohio State. Snap to Sayin. He's going to throw from the 15. Sayin looks, launches that one down the right seam. Kasmerick catches, and he is downed at the 46 of Ohio State. Will Kasmerick, defensive back Caleb Anderson, finally dropped him, but the ball in the air gets the Buckeyes a first down.
After missing his first 2 passes, Julian Sayin is now 9 of 12 throwing the football.
Ball placed at the Ohio State 47 on that pass completion. to Kazmarek, a senior from St. Louis and transfer from Ohio University.
Good for 25 yards there.
Yes, a good one. Sands got Kazmarek set as a fullback, strong to the right, but he's going to hand it off. Bo Jackson running straight ahead past the 50. Jackson, right side, gets it tackled inside the Michigan 40. That stop made by T.J. Metcalf, defensive back, but Bo Jackson wiggles through the humanity to get another first down. 3rd and 5, Ohio State at the Michigan 32-yard line. Sand in a shotgun. Gets the snap. Julian Sand is looking to pass. So zips it upfield, caught by Ennis at the 25 in the middle of the field, and he is stopped at the Michigan 25. Finally brought down by Jaden Mangum, defensive back, but it's an Ohio State first down to Brandon Ennis.
Brandon Ennis coming up with big plays these last couple of weeks. He's been dependable all year long for Ohio State. Makes a nice play there to move the chains.
3rd and 3, Ohio State at the Michigan 4. Center Carson Hinsman in position over the ball. Sand gets the snap, looks to throw. Sand delivers, caught by Ennis into the end zone for a touchdown. Brandon Ennis on a 3-yard passing play. Brandon Ennis gets his 3rd TD catch of the season, and Ohio State a 16-9 lead over Michigan.
Buckeyes had 3 receivers off to the right. One a tight end. Brandon Ennis goes into motion, comes back, and then runs like a little slant route off of that. Almost a pick there by Ohio State. Did a good job finding a way to get open there, running behind his tight end. Peeled off to the inside, and again, Julian saying enough time to make that throw.
5th career touchdown catch for the junior from Hollywood, Florida, Brandon Ennis. Offset eye with Will Kazmarek, and Bo Jackson in the backfield, and Julian Sands going to throw. He screens it out right side. Bo Jackson gets to his own 40-yard line, races up to the 45, out of bounds to the 47-yard line as defensive back T.J. Metcalf will drag him out of bounds. Bryce Underwood, freshman quarterback in a shotgun, gets the snap from Greg Crippen, fakes a handoff, looks to throw, fires up the left side of the field where it is caught by McCauley, dropped at his own 46-yard line as he was settled between a couple of defenders. Lorenzo Styles one, the other was Jalen McClain. Bryce Underwood gets the quick snap, rolls to his right, throws out where it is caught by Klein, the tight end, and he's undercut at his own 45 by nickelback Lorenzo Styles. Now Kazmarek motions to the right. West in the backfield next to Julian Sand, who fakes the handoff. Sand to throw from the 40. Steps up and shoots out one deep down the middle of the field. Carnell Tate. He's got it to the 5 and into the end zone goes Carnell Tate. 50 yards through the air. Julian Sand to Carnell Tate. His 8th touchdown catch of the year. And it's 23-9 Ohio State.
Julian Sand took that snap, rolled to his right about 5 or 6 steps, planted his back foot, and just let it go. Carnell Tate beat the defensive back by 2 or 3 yards. All he had to do was catch it and fall in the end zone. Excellent play call, excellent execution by this Ohio State offense.
Tate averages about 32 yards per TD catch. That average will go up a bit. PAT unit is on. John Furman to snap. Joe McGuire to spot. Andrew Marsh, end of the line left as a receiver. Handoff Jordan Marshall going straight up the middle, and he's going to be grabbed by linebacker Sonny Styles and stopped right around the Ohio State 47-yard line, bringing up another course and 3rd down.
That's going to be a TFL tackle for loss there. Sonny Styles, he ran through that line of scrimmage unblocked, went out to his right and was able to take down Jordan Marshall.
3rd and 3, Ohio State at their own 41. Sand looking to Fleur. Sand now rolling the right side. Sand at his own 35 to his 40-yard line, steps out of bounds at his own 44. Finally forced out by Jaden Mangum. Julian Sand on the run up the right side. Let's see where they officially spot that in. Are they going to move the chains?
Yes, they are.
Oh. Nice first down run by Julian Sand.
Yeah, good job there. Good pocket presence. And again, with that formation, with all those tight ends, you're not thinking pass, you're thinking run. So Julian goes back there. Looks like he's going to pass. Sees it open up with the man coverage down the field, takes off.
3rd and 2. Ohio State at the Michigan 48. Roberts now motions into the backfield. Sand gets the snap. Hands it Bo Jackson. Angles left side of the Michigan 45. To the Michigan 40 goes Jackson. Slides up to the Michigan 35 where he is finally taken down at the 35-yard line. That stop racked up by T.J. Metcalf, defensive back, but it's a first down pickup by Bo Jackson, presented by Kroger.
He might have missed a face mask there at the end of that call, but Bo Jackson, I think with that carry, he's over 100 yards, 104 yards. That's his 6th 100-yard game of the season.
And his 3rd in a row for the freshman from Cleveland. 1st and 10, Ohio State to the Michigan 35.
He's almost to 1,000.
Yes, wild. 2nd and 11, Ohio State from the Michigan 36. West the give. Straight ahead he goes. Squirts through. West gets to the 25. Bangs his way to the 21 of Michigan before he is finally stopped Isaiah West was knocked down by one of the defensive backs as he moved up the middle of the field and gains the first down for Ohio State.
Isaiah West looking like a pinball running through the middle of the defense. Got banged around 2 or 3 different times off those bumpers. Finally got put down after he picked up the first down.
Roberts shifts into a fullback spot. I formation behind Sand, who follows the center, goes straight ahead with a push on the rear end from Roberts, and it'll be a first down with the ball at about the 10 of Michigan. Will Kazmarek had a late shove on a Michigan player as the play came to an end. No flags come out, however, but Julian Sand follows his blockers to move the chains.
Yeah, Nate Roberts at fullback ended up being the pushback, the old tush push, and was able to push Julian Sand across the yardage he needed there to pick up that first down.
Senior kicker Jaden Fielding from League City, Texas. Ball's put down, and Fielding's kick is in the air, and he knocks that one through the 2 yellow uprights to make it a 27-9 Ohio State lead over Michigan. Underwood in the shotgun, gets the snap. Back to throw, looking to throw, being chased by Kenyatta Jackson, who trips him up and stops him right around the 17-yard line. Ohio State senior defensive end from Hollywood, Florida, brings that play up there where it will involve a course and third down for Michigan. Great play by Kenyatta Jackson.
Kenyatta Jackson was lying between the tackle and the left guard. Knifed through that gap, got in the backfield in a hurry, and took down Bryce Underwood for the first sack of the ball game. That's going to lose a lot of yards there.
To make it 3rd and 18 with that loss. Ball at the 17 for Michigan. Cusdahl the backfield next to him. Underwood back to throw from his 9. He fires on the right side, and it is caught, and a big play made at the 18. Caleb Downs, safety, drops Deacon Tonelli out on the right flat, tight end, who got that ball and caught Caleb Downs, safety, right away.
Yeah, punt number 4 for Michigan. Defense gets a 3 and out after the offense has a long drive there in that third quarter. The Buckeyes offense is ready to get back out in their field after only being off for a little over a minute.
Well, this defense that got gashed early by runs from Jordan Marshall has tightened appropriately. Squats under a center, Carson Hinsman. Sand gets the snap, hands to Donaldson, and Donaldson shoots ahead. He'll get the first down, landing at about his own 41-yard line. Zeke Berry, defensive back, tackles C.J. Donaldson, but that'll move the chains.
Yep, and that's going to take some more time off this clock.
Donovan McCulley is wide right. Greg Cripp in the center, snaps it to Bryce Underwood. Throws on the right side, and it is intercepted by Davison Igbinosun. The cornerback picks it off as the ball was thrown behind Donovan McCulley, and Igbinosun with his 3rd career interception. And Ohio State's going to get the football after that pick thrown by Bryce Underwood, and with 2:33 to play, the Buckeyes will have the ball.
He took it all the way to the end zone, took his helmet off, and is celebrating with the fans.
But it was down when he went to the ground after he picked it. Davison Igbinosun, who had a big interception last year at Penn State. There are flags down.
After the interception, unsportsmanlike conduct, number 1 from Ohio State for removing his helmet. 15-yard penalty, 1st and 10, Ohio State.
So a big moment by Davison Igbinosun and a less desirable act after he comes up with that interception. Who snuggles under a center, Carson Hinsman, feeds Donaldson, running right side. Donaldson loose to the 45, gets to the Michigan 40 where he's going to be thrown down. For the Michigan 40 by Troy Bowles, taken down aggressively. It's a first down on the run by C.J. Donaldson, and he had both arms wrapped around the football, clutching it like a prized possession.
Now all they have to do is take a knee and take the victory back to Ohio and Columbus. Outstanding performance by this Ohio State football team. It's taken a while, 4 years, since they've been able to enjoy a victory over Michigan.
Sayin under center, takes the snap, takes the knee. And that's going to do it. Ohio State defeats Michigan 27-9, finishing the regular season undefeated and headed to the Big Ten championship game to meet the Indiana Hoosiers as a gateway to the college football playoff once again. The final score, 27-9, Ohio State over Michigan. This is the Ohio State Sports Network from Learfield. They send the Buckeyes snap their losing streak against Michigan, beating the Wolverines 27-9 here in Ann Arbor. And Jim, this Ohio State defense put a chokehold on the Michigan offense, keeping them without a touchdown. And the offense, a nice mix of pass and run.
Yeah, some of our keys to the game, you got to stop the run. Well, they did in the first half, but they certainly did the second half. Held Michigan to just 100 yards in the ball game. Nothing from Michigan's passing game. They just had 63 yards. Buckeyes were able to convert on many third downs, key third downs. And then in the second half, run the football. Bo Jackson was able to kind of take over that offensive line, starting to wear them out a little bit. And the Buckeyes were able to get a win in dominant fashion in this ball game after giving them that turnover early in the game. Now it looks like some of the Ohio State players are trying to get near that M. Just stay away. Go into your sidelines and celebrate.
Yeah, I think there's some security out there that's going to keep that from happening. The Buckeyes are undefeated, headed to the Big Ten championship game in Indianapolis, where they will face the Indiana Hoosiers, and it is the third loss of the year for the Michigan Wolverines. Once again, the final score 27-9. Ohio State defeats Michigan. Coming up, we'll hear from players and coaches as the Encova postgame show continues on the Ohio State Sports Network from Learfield.